Well, guys, it's finally here. Let's talk about it. So The Flash is the latest DCEU film, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it's also one of the last DCEU films before James Gunn's DCU takes on over. In the film, we follow Barry Allen, who travels back in time to prevent his mother's murder. Unfortunately, though, end result of doing so brings about some pretty big consequences. Alrighty guys, so let's get into The Flash.
Excellent!
When The Flash was first announced back in 2016 amongst the DCEU films that were coming out of all the films that were announced, The Flash was a movie that I just wasn't anticipating it like I was anticipating, let's say, Aquaman, Batman, a Warner movie, or a Justice League film. I just wasn't that big on seeing, and don't get me wrong too, guys, The Flash is a really cool superhero, although out of all the DC characters out there, The Flash was just a character that I didn't find myself very emotionally attached to, even though this year I finally read Flashpoint, which, by the way, read Flashpoint. It is a phenomenal comic. The Flash was just one of those movies that when I first heard about it, I was like, you know what? I'll take it where I can leave it. The Flash was just a movie that it felt like it was just going to be dead on arrival at some point due to everything going on, the pre-production hell, the main actors, troubles. But then I had seen the trailer and I just thought, I gotta watch this movie as soon as possible. All this incredible buzz surrounding it, like for example, there were many critics calling this one of the best or among the best superhero films of all time. Plus, as y'all can imagine, with almost every DC film coming out, it always has that caption, the best DC film since The Dark Knight, which in my personal opinion, there is only one DC film that is, in my eyes, the best one's The Dark Knight, and that is, I fucking love this movie. And yes, I can understand that some people will not see this movie the same way I do, but I fucking love the Suicide Squad, and to me, it is the best DC film since The Dark Knight. Walking into my screening, I was so excited to hopefully watch a great DC film. Is The Flash a great superhero film? I'm happy to say, yes, it is. I don't want to spend too much time talking about Ezra Miller because to say what Ezra Miller has done is really, really bad, and saying really bad is a massive understatement. If they had not done what they had done, I would love to see them continue as The Flash, because Ezra Miller here is really, really good. In fact, there are scenes where they give such a brilliant performance. And also Sasha Calle, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. If so, I am so sorry. As Supergirl, Sasha Calle, I thought, was terrific in the film. I can't say too much more because if I do say more, it is a bit of a spoiler, but Sasha Calle as Supergirl I thought was fantastic, and seeing Michael Keaton back as Batman brought a smile. I mean, as you can totally see, I'm a Batman fan over here. Seeing Michael Keaton back as Batman brought such a big smile to my face, and seeing him not only act as Batman, but doing the Batman stuff that he does made this Batman fan very, very happy, and I absolutely loved what Michael Keaton did as Batman in this film. Now, sure, is a lot of fan service with Michael Keaton as Batman, sure, but at the same time, did I enjoy seeing him back as Batman? Abso-freaking-lutely. When it came down to the film storytelling, I thought that what Andy Muschietti and what Christina Hodson did with this story was very, very cool, considering that while it wasn't an adaptation of Flashpoint, it is clear that they were inspired by Flashpoint. What Andy Muschietti and what Christina Hodson did, and telling their own version of a Flashpoint story, I thought was very, very cool. And by the way, something I should have mentioned before I was even talking about this movie was that there were no spoilers in this review, so if you guys are worried about me saying even the slightest thing, do not worry, no spoilers. What Andy Muschietti did and what Christina Hodson did, and telling their own version of Flashpoint, results in telling a very cool story, a very exciting story, at times a very thrilling story, even most importantly, a story that definitely had some very emotional punches. In terms of moments in this movie, there are, believe me when I say this, there are insane moments, like moments that truly I did not see coming, and moments that had my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe they were in this movie, and when I saw them, not only did my jaw drop, but holy crap, I was playing like a kid at a candy store. The film's action, to say the least, is just fun. They do some really cool things with the action sequences, and the action is not only fun, it's thrilling, and it's so damn exciting, especially at one particular part that one thing I'm going to say this, I had a big ass smile on my face the entire time. The Flash's action sequences nonetheless are just so much fun to watch, and I love to see the action on a big ass IMAX screen. Like, it was just that much fun to watch. Henry Abraham's work as a DP here I thought was really freaking cool. When they shoot certain sequences, it just looks so damn cool, especially the first time that we see the Flash running at essentially, well, the speed of light, and my god, how they shoot certain sequences in this film, I thought was not only so creative and so imaginative, but once again, saying this term, it was just really fucking cool. And not only that, this is also a very colorful looking film, a very vibrant looking film, especially at times where, my god, the colors are just balancing off the screen. This is just to say the least, a cool looking movie.
Well, that's just fucking great!
A lot of people out there have been saying that The Flash is one of the greatest superhero films of all time. Now, do I personally feel that way? No. While The Flash is a great superhero film, it is far from one of the best superhero films of all time. When it came down to the storytelling of The Flash, I feel like that there were bits of the storytelling that weren't as well explored as they could have. I think for the most part that The Flash did a very good job of doing the fan service, but at the same time too, guys, there are a couple of times in this film that due to the fan service, I feel like it actually kind of got in the way of telling something that could have been so emotionally powerful. I actually thought that The Flash, for the majority of the film, had perfect CG, especially in times where you're seeing two Ezra Millers. I mean, those scenes, I thought looked flawless in terms of how the CG was done. But then there's the CG in the third act, and let me tell you guys right now, here's how I describe the CG in the third act of The Flash. The CG in the third act of The Flash looked like early PS3 graphics. Like, it didn't look particularly great in some parts. It really felt unfinished. I would definitely say that in terms of the runtime, The Flash could have been cut maybe like 10 to 15 minutes.
And here we go.
So overall, do I think that The Flash is one of the greatest superhero films of all time? No, I think it is far from it. But at the same time, do I think that The Flash is a great DC film? Absolutely. And not only do I think that The Flash is a great DC film, I think that The Flash is a great movie, period. All in all, I'm gonna give The Flash a 4 to 5 stars. The Flash is a great film, and you know what? If Andy Muschietti is really directing The Brave and the Bold for James Gunn's DCU, I am all down for it. I cannot wait to see what he does if he is doing it. So comment down below and let me know. Are you guys looking forward to The Flash? Are you not looking forward to The Flash? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the usernames are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of The Flash. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, when Mike's review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.